Hello YouTube fans, here again. Now someone has asked me to do it a test, and like I always say, for anyone who ever wants me to do at a test, I'll do it. Now some of them I haven't done for him because I've not seen them, so if you're watching, don't take it personal. But this one I have got and I have seen it. As you know, I like some of Chuck Norris's films. I mean, I did a few. Enforcer USA, let me think, Silent Raids, I've even done the Mission in Action films. So why not? Why not? Let's do this one. That being, if I can remember it, Delta Force. That's right, the Delta Force. How can I forget it? It's a damn classic. I'm also going to do Delta Force 2, but the only one I won't do, which he hasn't asked anyway, is Delta Force 3. Reason why? Because Chuck Norris ain't in it. And you know, I like Chuck Norris, so why not? Why not without a do? Now, Delta Force came out in 1986, you know, and to be open and to be honest, these are the films I miss Chuck Norris in. I miss him in these films, whether it be Enforcer USA, whether it would be the Mission in Action films, and so on. These are the films I felt he was good at. Say that again. Felt he was good at. And not only that, you get another damn good actor. Two actors for the price of one. You get Lee Majors. That's right, Lee Majors. May he rest in peace. This was like, you know, one day before he sadly passed away. One day after this, as we all know, he sadly passed away. May he rest in peace. Which you could say was one of the last films he did. And I do remember reviewing a film of him before. That's right. Remember that? It was called Death Hunt with my other mate, Charles Bronson. And I like Death Hunt, but this ain't Death Hunt. So it starts off, it's based on terrorists and they attacked a plane. So again, they attacked an aeroplane and the old people was prisoners. The old people was ransom, you know, your typical terrorism. If you don't do what we want, we'll kill the hostages and all that. So basically, the scumbags. Now, I've got to admit that the action is done right in this. It really has got some really good action scenes. I love the action scenes in this. You know, you got Chuck Norris riding a motorbike. You got Chuck Norris doing this and doing that and kicking ass. And the villains you love to hate because they're holding people as prisoners. That's right, they're holding people as prisoners. Now, the innocent people stuck in the aeroplane, you get a few good actors on the way, you know, well-known faces. I do like the air hostess with the blonde hair, it's like pretty to look at. And like I say, the terrorists are just holding people on an aeroplane and they're holding them as prisoners. So you got Lee Majors and our mate again, Chuck Norris. So basically, these are soldiers that go out, you know, they go after people who are terrorists, they go after fucking bad guys, you know, that's what they are, sort of like soldiers of fortune. And that's how I like to see it as being soldiers of fortune. So they're down about the innocent hostages and they're holding people prisoners. I think they're going after like the Jewish people at first, so they're getting all Jewish men and holding them up. So they're like brutal in that sense. But as brutal as they are, the terrorists think they get away with it. They think they get away with it. But we all know our mate Chuck Norris. He ain't going to let them get away with it. Because in this, he's a badass. That's right, he's a badass. There's a bit in it where they're in a desert and Lee Majors has got a big fucking rocket launcher. And I do remember the original iconic poster and all of this. The original poster of the Delta Force, where you had Lee Majors holding his big fucking rocket launcher, and you had Chuck Norris in it. Sadly, I don't really see that in the film, and there's bits in it where they're trying to deal with his terrorism and all this. And in all fairness, the main villain is someone you love to hate. You love to hate, and again, it's one of the villains. I've sort of seen him before. I've sort of seen the actor in another film before because he has one of them faces. It looks so bloody memorable. It looks so memorable. But again, they're telling some get off. But lucky enough to save the day. But there's an epic scene in it anyway. I'll get to the point. There's a scene in it where Chuck Norris fights the main villain, simply kicks the shit out of him, and he batters the main villain. He literally kicks the shit out of the main fucking villain. And you love to because, in all fairness, right, I'm going to be open and I'm going to be honest. The main villain is one of them villains you love to hate. You love to hate, you know what I mean? And to me, the first Inverse USA is more of a terrorism, old prisoners, ransom type of film. But again, it's one of them films I miss Chuck Norris in. I'm not going to lie, I missed Chuck Norris in this. I'll just say it. The films I missed Chuck Norris in, whether it would be Enforcing USA, whether it be Missing in Action 2, Missing in Action 3, which I reviewed not long ago, and this one, the Delta Force. You know, it's like loads of soldiers dealing with terrorism, dealing with terrorists, and in all fairness, it's like a ballsy film, this. It's like a ballsy film, because it's one of them films now, would they get away with it? Would they get away with making a film like the Delta Force, with 9/11 and things like that? It's like Die Hard 2, the 9/11. But in all fairness, said and done, the film come out in '86. It was before all that. And terrorism, without being morbid, happens all the time. Happens all the time. So, which one of them would make a film like the Delta Force now? After 9/11 and all that. And again, it was done by Tannen. And as you know, Tannen did a lot of Chuck Norris films. I've already said them, so I repeat myself. But again, I love the scene. He fights the badder. I don't really class this as much of a fight. Same as Mission in Action 2. I don't really class this being much of a fight because Chuck Norris really kicks the shit out of him more than anything else. It's not like Way of the Dragon, where the big epic fight with Bruce and Chuck, even though we already know Bruce won that because he was more of the star of the film. But it's still a good fight, even though I do feel that Chuck Norris more or less he kicks the shit out of him and kills our main bad guy. I love the artwork. I love the original poster when it came out. I always remember the original poster. And what can I say about the original poster? What can I say about it? It's epic. It's epic, And again, I like Lee Majors. I like the fact they both worked together. Lee Majors worked with Chuck Norris. And I mean, in all fairness, I liked Tannen, but there was always doing low budget films, and this was like a big actor, Lee Majors. Lee Majors, he did loads of films. He did films even before I was even ever fucking born. And it's like, this is cool. Lee Majors with another date star, that being Chuck Norris. And it's one of them Lee Majors, Lee Majors, as we all know, never liked doing the Dirty Dozen. He actually hated the Dirty Dozen. And when you think about it, this is like the Dirty Dozen if it was done by Tannen with Lee Majors and Chuck Norris. And it's sort of sad in one way that Lee Majors never got to do Mission in Action 2, because we all know 1 year after this, sadly to say, Lee Majors passed away. May he rest in peace. But it's still good to see two main stars appear in a film together. I mean, it's really good to see that. I love to see the fact that the villain gets his well deserved. Again, it's an action film, it's a terrorist film, and it's a ballsy film. Again, done by Tannen. So what can I say about the Enforcer? Yeah. What can I say about the Enforcer? It's a dud, and the Delta Force, I should say, the Enforcer. I've got the Enforcer USA stuck on my brain now. Yeah, what can I say about the Delta Force? It's a dud, it's a pack of soldiers going after terrorists, and it's a dud one. So, yeah, the Delta Force, back in 1986, it's a dud. Into then. I'll see you soon.